Alright, we on the move. The vlog. What's happening? Okay, Sarah.
Anyway, so I was telling you that I was watching Ray
The movie
with Jamie Foxx. Every time I see that movie, I always think that he did an excellent job.
He did.
He really, really did. He made you believe he was Ray Charles for a second. Like when you glanced at the set, you glanced at it. But anyway, so I was looking at the part where they put his little brother to rest. And what was that, like in the 1940s?
Yeah, something like that. The little brother had drowned.
Like and
remember the little brother drowned in the bucket?
Yeah, like the wash basin.
Yeah, he fell back.
And he fell and drowned. And I don't know if that water was hot because she was like washing clothes in that. Like you know how they used to wash the clothes and hang them up to dry? That was her job.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that water was hot. It didn't seem like it was hot, but
it wasn't hot because the hot water, they used to have a big stick and they would be stuck.
Right, but that's what she was doing right before he decided to play in that area. So she had took the clothes out and she was about to go. She went into the house.
Yeah.
And that's when he was like, let's play, blah, blah, blah. And he slipped in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is that the same water that she was just, because not only did he drown, and he would have gotten burned too. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. My whole thing was when they did his funeral and everything, you know, it was real raw, down home church, right? And that lady, she also, I don't know. I haven't seen her in anything, or maybe I have and I just didn't realize it was her. But she also did an excellent job. The one who played his mother.
Yeah.
But the little boy was put in a pine box, and I guess they nailed it shut. And I'm like, they had all these natural flowers, not all of this hoopla that we do now with the florists and all of this. They picked those flowers right out the ground, which I thought was nice. Like, I thought it was a great gesture. I guess that, I don't know where the whole flowers and funeral thing came from, but I thought that was nice. It was like those color purple type flowers, right? And as you can see, we watch a lot of movies. But anyway, so I thought that was such a sad part. But after I thought about it, I was just thinking that night, like last night when I was laying down, I was like, wow. I guess people still get buried like that.
Oh, goodness.
Sorry.
Well, this New York City streets is horrible. Jesus.
So I guess people still get buried like that. I guess. But they had no embalming. They had none of that. And nope. They had to make sure. You would have to make sure you were dead, though. Like, I would want them to make sure I was dead.
Yeah, because somebody mess around, wake up in the box.
And how many times do you think that has happened?
I think that has happened a lot. Right. In those days.
In those days, right?
Somebody mess around, have like a fever, and they not conscious, and they thought that they died, and they didn't die, but they buried them.
Jesus.
And then you mess around, wake up out your fever.
I know.
And you in the pitch black in a box.
That right there will give you a heart attack anyway.
Yeah, you.
Where's that? Oh, it's the other way.
So it's the other way.
So, yeah.
Hopefully you would die from shock.
Right away. Because back then, and then he was a little kid, so I thought that was like, man, that's horrible. And then who discovered that you needed to be exactly 6 feet under? Like, did they start at 1 foot or 2 feet? And then it didn't work out. They came back up, or the body floated because it was near a body of water. Like, what happened? How did they realize? And how long ago was this?
Right. Why wasn't 7 feet?
Right. Or 8. I mean, I guess anything beyond 6 feet, you was pretty much safe. But I guess somebody had to discover that it was 6 feet, right? What you think?
I don't know. It's like, where you get that number from?
Somebody had to. I told you, they probably went 1 foot. Wasn't deep enough. Well, if you're doing it in a coffin, then it couldn't be 1 foot. But they had to discover that 6 feet was the number.
I don't know. Maybe they just like.
This is such a grim conversation. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's just out of nowhere. And she's like, yeah, let's vlog this.
No, because I was thinking about.
It is an
movie.
It's
Ray.
An interesting
Ray is
conversation.
an excellent movie, and I want to know. I mean, nowadays you could just Google stuff, but is Google? You know,
Google gonna have it. Google got everything.
It doesn't matter whether they have it or not. The facts.
Well, you asking
it's the facts that you're looking at. Is it true?
Well, you just type into Google. Why do people get buried 6 feet deep?
I want to know who started it.
Type into Google.
I understand why. Because you don't want to smell the body. They didn't have any embalming. They didn't have any of that before. And I think in some cultures they still don't do that. They just you deceased, you go in the ground. That's it, and that's all. Right?
And then whose idea was a cemetery? Like to put all the bodies together.
Well, when you go to churches in that have been standing for years and years and years, they always had a cemetery. All the churches connected to my grandmother's family in the South, they always have a cemetery like on the side. Like, they having their picnic with the cemetery right here on the right there. So, I don't know.
No, but I mean like a big cemetery.
No, I don't know. I mean, who started making them so nice? And
yeah, whose idea was it? Like, yeah, let's put these
kind of inviting.
Yeah, put a headstone on the top of the dirt.
But no, they always had a marker. I mean, not always, but if they would put like a marker to say, well, this is so and so, they even carved it out back then. I mean, you want to know who's laying. You want to know who's there, right? But yeah, like the headstone. Like, when did that become a business?
Yes.
Official business, and you always find one like right across the street from the funeral home, or right across the street from the cemetery, or I don't know.
And the cemetery always near a golf club.
I know, a golf club, a golf course.
Golf course, yes.
It seems like that, but that's not true.
Every cemetery I know of, there's a golf course that's nearby.
Well, I don't know. Yeah.
You're like 4. Now, this subject matter.
What? It's part of life. We talk about life, and this unfortunately is a part of life. It's sad, but it's true. It's real.
It is true. That's one thing for certain.
Things come about.
The only thing that is a guarantee, if you alive, is that eventually you ain't gonna be.
That is such a grim topic. I'm so sorry, people.
This is what was on her mind.
I was thinking about the baby brother in Ray and how they had him in that pine box.
Well, that's what inspired the convo.
But I don't necessarily like the idea of being put in the ground. I want a mausoleum. I want to be in a little house in the wall, stashed away.
In the wall, like in a drawer,
like
so they
jewels.
Can pull you out.
That's right, like jewels.
Yeah, let's take. It's been 25 years. Let's take a look.
No, I don't like
Let's see how that hair looking.
I mean, it doesn't matter because you're not there. Your soul is not there. Your soul is gone. There's nothing to you. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, right? But just the idea of being underground. You know what kind of life, like wildlife, live underground? They live underground.
You ain't gonna know nothing. Worms can be eating you. All type of stuff can be going.
Why would you say that?
But that's what happens.
That's not making me want to be in a cemetery anymore. I don't like cremation either.
But what do you think?
It's not our place to decide we want to burn our bodies up.
But listen, when your body decomposes, what do you think that is? That is bacteria in the air eating your flesh. That's what it is.
Invisible bacteria.
It's invisible to you, but it's there. They having a time too. They're like, this is delicious.
That's terrible. Why would you say that?
All the amoebas is talking to each other. They're like, hey Joe, what you got over there?
But wait, why do amoeba have to be named Joe though?
I don't know. What's a good name for an amoeba?
I don't know. And what is an amoeba?
Charlie?
Do you really know what that is?
An amoeba is a microscopic cell, life form.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, you know they're gonna tell you about it if it ain't. So
listen,
you better
can't tell me
get
nothing.
the science right, bruh.
I got Google on my side.
You gotta get your science in order.
I'm gonna Google it and clean it up if I'm wrong.
Yeah, but anyway, I didn't like it. I didn't like it one bit. The idea of being buried, and I said, man, he's just a little kid. I was taking it too far though when I was watching that movie. That's what happens when you watch a movie over and over again. Like I've seen that movie how many times?
You lost count.
So when you lose count, you start looking at stuff that really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
A real trivial stuff, right?
It's like I wonder, it's just a little pine box.
Like, did they seal it? Did they
seal
stick
it?
nails in it?
Like, how did they shut it? Was it airtight?
I don't think so.
Like, I'm sure it was an airtight seal.
And it looked like they glued the flowers. They had their little flowers glued to the sides.
Yeah, they put me like.
So it was like it was in the middle of a garden.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So that is the hot topic for today.
Yep. Anyway. All right, Papa.
All right.
I gotta go to the post office.
That's the vlog. We out. More to come. We'll see y'all next time.
Mm-hmm.
Deuces. What's that? Oh, she got cherry Coke. They go that Coke. It ain't cold no more.